Okay, this is number 20 in chapter 3, doing regression on the math enrollment data. And we'll go to regression, linear regression. Our dependent variable is spring enrollment, and we will put in the year as a covariate and the fall as a covariate. And to the right here, you see the output. So think for yourself what the equation will be for the regression. Here's a plot of the residuals versus predicted. There's not a lot of data values, so it's really hard to tell for sure that it doesn't fit well. But as was suggested in the book, it might be good to rerun this without the residual, without the outlier with the year 2003. But I did want to point out, here's the coefficients here, and here would be the equation. The spring enrollment would be negative 8,000 something plus 4.5 times the alternate, the A year, and minus 0.202 times the fall enrollment. So let's run it again using the data set without the year 2003. Okay, here's the Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to highlight that row, hit the delete button, and then hit save. And you can see that it showed up as deleted there. Now when I run the regression, same thing, put spring in as the dependent, the others in as the covariates, make it a different equation. Now I'll just plot the residuals versus predicted, maybe the QQ plot too, see how normal they look. A little better spread on the residuals. Q plot looks pretty good. And I will jot down the regression equation here. So here I wrote the new equation, intercept of negative 11,716 plus about 6 times the year minus 1 times the fall enrollment. Those numbers are hard to interpret really. It's a crazy y-intercept. But the residuals are really nice here, and the plot fit well. So this was much better than when we only used one variable, the fall, to predict it. I'll also show you the book solution here for comparison. Here's answer to number 20. You can see the standard error there is 13.366. R squared 87% gets explained, but these questions are asked in question number 21. So let's go back to the JASP output and see if you can see where those are. So here's the JASP output, and you can see the mean squared error. Oops. The mean squared error is about 178.67, which means your standard error for the regression is the square root of that, which would be somewhere between 13 and 14 as we saw on the other slide. And you can also see the R squared up here is 87%, which matches what we saw in the other solution. All right, so gave a number of the answers here for number 21, but I encourage you to do this. Make sure you get the output yourself.